The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin.
Welcome, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 149. You get the Nasdaq up 39. S&Ps are up 17.5. We have the gold contract down $6.40, trading at $12.66. You have silver up 10 cents at $15.65. The notes are down 5 ticks at 128. The bonds are off 3 ticks at 162. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform yet, great time to come over. Come over to our website at TFNN, hit the Nadex banner. You can bring up the platform. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account, and you can see how these contracts can trade. Darrell Martin, Tommy O'Brien, what's going on?
What's happening? Good morning.
How you doing?
Doing good, man. How are you? Happy Friday.
Yeah, happy Friday, man. It's a beautiful thing. Happy Nadex trading, man.
Yes, volatility, right? For sure.
You know, folks, this week, you know, we talk about a lot, of course, with volatility, with defined risk. But this week, there is no doubt it's been extraordinary because of the volatility. And volatility normally, folks, just means you're going down. The volatility this week, we've gone both ways, period, like in an extraordinary way. How'd you like those moves yesterday, Darrell?
Oh man, there was some like got the ECB and everything else. I mean, just some like massive moves.
Yeah.
Perfect trading days, fun trading days.
You know, and for the defined risk aspect, folks, okay, it's really, you know, what you saw this week is that you saw why, you know, with the first ads that when Nadex used to come out. In fact, Darrell, like when you give that workshop, you show the. I forgot whether it's the S&P. I think you show a currency. You show a currency move. And what he shows, folks, is that you show a currency move going in, and you know you think you do all right, and then all of a sudden it goes out of the money, and then all of a sudden it's back in the money, but you're stopped out. That would be the perfect situation for this week, because personally, I had a couple that came back in the money that were insane. You know what I mean? It's like, you can give me a break, man. Do you know what I mean? It's like. You know, and sometimes it's better to get lucky. No, you know what I mean? It really is. I mean,
it goes in and it pops up, and all of a sudden you're profitable, and then all of a sudden it flips back around. So.
And the key, one of the keys always, folks, is taking your money quick. And the Nadex product, because of volatility, you can take it very quickly, you know. Well, because of the markets. It goes both ways. But the markets, the spikes in the markets are phenomenal. There's no doubt. You know, we put, Darrell, on Monday, Tommy and I, we put I put a binary on, but it's out of the money, so it doesn't look like it's going to work. But we have the.
What did you grab?
We had the 382 and the NDX 100, and right now, folks, we're at 43.15, and we get 43.82. So I think I'm going to do that every Monday, though. It was 5-1, right? It was a 20% risk, Tommy, right?
I think so. I think you may have even gotten in at around 16. I'm not sure.
Oh, I did. That's right. No, it says 16. I got it at 16.
That's what I
got
thought.
At 16.
Yeah, so that's, you know.
Right. And hey, listen, you don't know, man. Europe is up 3%, man.
You don't know. You have a whole day left,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. Europe is up 3%. The Nasdaq is only up 0.9%. You know.
Yeah. Definitely.
You know, so there's a lot to be had here. Now, the real question, you know, when you have this whole week, folks, has been phenomenal trading this product. I mean, I traded it. Yeah, I did. I traded it every single morning. Actually, all day. Now, today's.
You trade NASDAQ? What?
Yeah, I was trading the NASDAQ. I really like that NASDAQ. Because what I was doing, I traded the 415s, right? But the market, folks, was so volatile that you could trade. I was trading the 2 hours left and right, man. And I was really just trading in and out of them every 10, 15 minutes. I wasn't going for the whole VIG, do you know what I'm saying? I was just going for like $200 or $300 per hit, you know. So.
Okay.
And that's how those, what happens, folks, there's only 10 points. And so inside the intraday ones at 10 points, most of the time, depending on how fast I thought the market could go, whether I was buying or selling it, I was still, you know, like paying 400 to trying to make 200, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, maybe even paying 500 sometimes to make 200. And the most I could have made if I held them to the end was another 500. But if you day trade them with high volatility, you know, you can make a couple $100 if you know, if you take it. And
Right.
because in those trades, too, Darrell, and you know this, in those trades, it'll go both ways. So you just got to take it. That's the difference, right? You know. So.
Yeah, you got to put it together, and you got to actually like execute the decision. So, but
Yeah.
just do it within proper risk. That way you can follow it along, let it do its thing.
And
So.
and it's crucial if you trade those, folks. It's crucial. As soon as you buy it, you got to put the sell in because you're looking for is a spike, you know, because they spike. The market's been spiking all over the place, man. So look at this. So it got the initial draft up. You know, other than that, though, let me go look at first. Well,
It sort of just held on to that draft this morning, and then looks like it's sort of trying to break lower right now.
let's take a look. Okay, so we get the NQs right now at 40.25. Oh, interesting.
43.
Oh, that's not right. The first. This is good. Because the first get-go did have juice on it. You stay right there, folks. Tommy, Darrell, myself, we're coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrial's up 152. Nasdaq's up 42. S&Ps are up 17. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Darrell Martin, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling, prowling with us out here. Let's go over and take a look at this gold contract. So gold right now, folks, and Darrell, you know, yesterday the trashing in gold was pretty cool. The first leg down, you know, in gold, folks, yesterday was dramatic. We were actually trading this live, the Nadex product. And we hit it pretty good yesterday. So gold right now is at 1264. And this is where, if you are trading gold, if you're trading oil, the defined risk, you know, is almost a must that you trade the Nadex product. Because what happens, folks, particularly gold can have another $50 in a heartbeat. It was down yesterday, you know, it went from 1249 to 1237 like in 20 minutes.
That's like what it's doing right now. It's flying down.
It is, and you know, they buy. I mean, I'm going to be set up to buy this, and this is where it is. Okay, so I'll make this cleaner on my chart so you can see this chart. Okay, so when you set this up, what you're going to see is we have a bar laid out there at 1257.20, and at 1257.20, that's where I suspect. What I'd like to see is this. We'll see how much volume we get on this bar as we cross the 1263, which we're doing right now. And then, let's see if I do it this way, 1276, 1263, that's 13 bucks. So that gives you, that'd be 12. Oh, that'd be a nice setup, man. I like that setup. You have two different things on that setup. You get a small ABC down. The ABC down, I'm taking it from midnight last night. You get a small ABC down, which you get to the 1257, and then you also have that high volume bar where we sprung forward yesterday. So we'll let that lay down there. Hopefully it comes back to us as we're talking with Mike in Dallas. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
1256.8, by the way, is a -1 dev there, too. So.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing. I like that. Oh, good. Okay, cool.
Hello, Darrell, Tom, and Tommy.
How you doing, man?
Hey, great. Listen, Darrell, wanted to ask you, Nadex has added on the simulated trading part new contracts. They're not on the live one yet. What is your opinion of that?
You talking about where they have 5 spreads now instead of 3?
Yes.
I think it's great. It'll basically make it where there's more. Like sometimes, you know, the market will move so much you won't have a contract you can really trade.
Okay.
And so by adding those 2 additional contracts, where there's 5 of them instead of 3 of them, then you'll actually have the opportunity to find a trade when there's a lot of volatility.
That's what I thought. Okay.
So it ought to increase basically trading on Nadex quite a bit and make it where you can find something that works better for whatever system you're doing, despite high or low volatility. So and set up. It actually will give us the opportunity to start making even more complex spread positions as well.
Absolutely. So, will you go into that when it comes out permanently as far as your training?
Yeah, after I figure out how I want to put it together, I will. But no, I'm excited because I mean I've been asking them for more and more. I've been asking them for rolling contracts, and but they did the next best thing, which actually is sort of cool because it's up front.
Sure.
Because they're adding 5 spreads instead of just 3 spreads right out of the gate. And so that should be coming out pretty soon on live. They test everything first in demo and make sure everything's going well. And then once that's done, then they'll flip the switch.
Good. Well, listen, yesterday I just wanted you to know Austin really helped me out.
Oh, he's a good guy. He's a good tech guy, man. He'll hop on there and figure out.
I just wanted you to know that publicly. Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you all very much. That's really all I wanted to know.
Thanks, Mike. Have a great weekend, man. Thanks for calling.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Okay, so, hey, listen, this is going to get kind of cool here. Okay, so we have gold. Now, the volume's too high right now, but let's watch this. What? Okay, so we get 2 minutes into a 10-minute bar.
It's quite a little spike it's getting right now, right?
It is. It is.
Yeah.
And the
We're
cool
right
thing,
at the dev. So.
it's you know, okay, so the last 10-minute bar was 66,000 contracts. This bar here is 7,100, which is too much. It's still going into the 14,000. So now it's got under the 57. It's at 58 now, but it got to 56. So don't reject it yet because I'm not ready to buy it yet. I need that. I need that volume to dry up a little. We'll get this trade off, man, because this is going to be interesting. So watch what happens here, folks. You have a high volume bar, and now it's lower than what it was testing, okay, by quite a bit, but we're only 3 minutes into a 10-minute bar. So I use these 10-minute bars and say, okay, you got to let it play out. So the ultimate for me to buy it would be you wait for the next 10-minute bar, and it comes back down under that level again, and then you put it off, because the contract is a beautiful contract out here. Here, let me bring the whole thing up. What did I just do with it? Okay. There's a beautiful contract. This is the one I traded yesterday, too. There's a 1250, 1300 contract that, you buy in a full contract for only $800. And I wouldn't expect, I don't expect it to go to 1300. But I'd be trading it as I'd just be trading a future contract. Instead of $100 a point, you get the same thing. But you have that defined risk where, bottom line, as I said a little bit earlier, gold could have $50 in a heartbeat. Well, this morning we traded to a high of 1,287. And
Wow. Yeah.
and it has volume. It has 156,000 contracts thus far.
The contract for you would be 1,250 to 1,300. That'd definitely be the one to look at.
That's the one I have.
Yeah.
I know, it's amazing. It's wild. That's what I had yesterday too. It was crazy, man. No, yesterday was because I went lower than yesterday. Yeah, no, yesterday I had the. No, I did. That's what I had yesterday too. So there's a little more risk yesterday. Yeah. But this is a nice contract. My point is, folks, is this: if you trade the futures market, what ends up happening in one contract, okay? Bottom line is that you're putting up $5,000. You're putting up $4,950 for one contract. This is one contract right here, but my defined risk is only $860 versus, a downdraft of, and I'm paying. So here, let's picture what I'm paying. So if I did it right now, you're at 58. You're paying $1.40 for that right. So that's not bad, right?
No, I agree. Totally.
That's fantastic.
It really is, man. $1.40? Give me a break.
With how much volatility it's been having recently, right?
Exactly.
For sure. If you happen to be right on the directional play you're making, then you're going to be rewarded.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm risking, so instead of risking, it's hard to tell, right? I mean, Well,
you put it. I mean, that's the way I like to look at it. Is and where are you away from where the market is, right? Because that's and then how your risk reward sets up. But those two things, that's the most important part.
It is, and we know that. Listen, gold can move, $10 either way in a heartbeat. If it moved $10 in the futures market, I'd be out and I'd lose $1,000. And if it moves $10 in the Nadex market, I can only use 860, and then if it comes back, I'm not out yet.
Right.
You stay right there, folks. Here, come to Daddy Gold. Tommy, Darrell, and myself, we're coming right back, folks. If you're looking to discover a new financial resource and diversify your financial portfolio, consider the new Market Safe Commodity Solution CD from Everbank. This 5-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD gives you exposure to 8 equally weighted commodities, including WTI crude oil, gold, silver, copper, nickel, soybeans, corn, and sugar, in one powerful CD. With annual pricing caps of 70% per component, you could earn up to 70% upside payment at maturity if the commodities increase in value across annual pricing dates. And should the opposite occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There is no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this indexed CD. Don't miss out. Take advantage of this financial resource designed to grow with the times. The April 14th funding deadline is quickly approaching, so hurry over to everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. Once again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a member FDIC.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 174. You get the NASDAQ up 51. S&Ps are up 21. Now, the notes are going south. Bonds are going south. That is going to put more juice in the S&P top side. And let's go back over to this gold contract for a second. And, folks, if you haven't test drove this Nadex platform, come over to our website. You're going to see the banner on the top of the side. Put they'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account, and you can basically walk with us and see how these things trade. Okay, so now we're on the next 10-minute bar. So what we have is this. We have a high-volume swing now that I have to get tested. So on that 10-minute bar we did 12,500 contracts versus 14,000. So when I see that, that's pretty heavy volume on the way down. So I want a retest of that. And most times, folks, what happens is this. When you get that big bar, and it couldn't have enough juice to take out the other one, you'll come back down, it'll be lighter volume, and then that's the buy. And, it doesn't mean that it goes to the highs, but in this case, on a nice Friday, this can go from the 1257 to 1263 in a heartbeat. Our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento, was just telling me also in the den, which is really cool, is that is the 618 of the move. 0.618. So it's a Fibonacci 618 of the move, folks, which when you add them together, it's a beautiful thing, man. I mean, it's so weird, too, how some of these swing points just end up being Fibonacci sequence numbers.
And the dev right there, too, 1256.
Yeah, exactly. And in the deviation level. I mean, that's when it's put together like that, man. It's the whole trip, no doubt, man.
Hey, so can you take a look at under breaking news? There's a link on the second URL under breaking news, high probability binary trading indices.
Nice.
So this is what Darrell and I talk about. I know Darrell makes a bunch of posts. This is at binaryoptions.nadex.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's just looking at. So it's one that I wrote this morning, and it looks at the binary options on the daily basis. Now the weekly ones expire basically at the end of the day today too. So you can look at the dailies or the weeklies. But it was interesting, and if you can look at maybe the chart that's in there specifically with the binaries.
I have it.
Because what was going on was we were trading at 43.30 at 9 o'clock this morning in the NASDAQ 100. And the lowest option for the binary option on the daily, and there may have been some weeklies that were lower, but just because of where they got set and where the market had moved to, was 42.48. Which is, 82 points below where it was trading at, right?
Yes.
And it was just interesting looking at the market there, where it was 85 by 91. So you could buy it for 91. You'd be making 875. So you'd be risking, and I think I put it there, it's $10 and change for every dollar in profit. But I thought that was a pretty good trade, 2%, below where the market was trading at, almost getting 10 to 1 with what the market had done, and it's just kind of talking about those types of trades. But I thought it was worth mentioning.
Yeah, so let's read that. Below's the chart of the NASDAQ 100, for the folks that are in their car and the radio and can't see it. So below's the chart of the NASDAQ 100 as of 9 a.m. this morning. So this was this morning, Tom, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the binary options that expire at 4:15 on Friday are along the right axis. If you were to choose the buy 42.48 binary option at 91.25, you would have a maximum profit of $8.75. While you'd be risking $10.43 for every dollar profit. You would also be essentially getting an option more than 80 points below the current market. 80 NASDAQ points represent almost a 2% move. Yeah. Hey, let's go over that again. Say that again. Yeah.
What was also interesting, right? And now this was at 9 o'clock. And
right.
Those binary options, and I happened to take a look at them, even by like 9:15 before the market moved.
Yes.
They had gotten a lot more expensive. And I think, let me take a look at where they're at right now. Right now there's not even a market on the 42.48, and 42.68 you'd have to buy it at 98. You'd almost be risking 99 to 1. So they changed real quickly right around the market open. So that was some premium there, looking for action probably even between 9 and 9:30. You were accepting premium for giving somebody that option. But it's an interesting trade when it's so far away from the market and you're getting decent risk reward in that, 80 points, and that's only till expiration. You could always get out of this position if it traded back down to around that 42.48, where it should be oscillating right around 50.
That's awesome, man. You know what's amazing about that, too, folks, is that the NASDAQ futures are trading heavily then. This is not the NASDAQ, but the NASDAQ futures, you can figure out what the NASDAQ's at.
Yeah.
That's wild, man.
Yeah, so it's just, it caught my eye as I was looking at the market this morning at 9, and because I was looking at it last night, and even last night around 8 o'clock on that same chart, you can see that it was pretty much right in the middle of that enormous fall.
Yeah.
And so I was, looking at it, and I was saying, I wonder if you would just maybe make a trade where it's going to stay within the upper end versus the lower end of yesterday's big action, right? So you're looking at that, and then I was like, all right, we'll see where it is in the morning, and then it's up there in the morning. I was like, okay, well, what if you were really saying now, no matter what, it's not going to go below yesterday's low with the type of action yesterday and overnight?
That's listen, I love it. Darrell, I love it so much too. There was so much energy, folks, that was taken out of the market yesterday. Okay, so picture something when you're up like we were, down like we were, and crawled all the way back topside. The market's tired, man. It's like
That's quite a day, right? For sure. That's just where I'm saying, common sense, just like you in that same respect. It's like, okay, geez, what would it take to have the market either be like way higher or way lower than what it was yesterday? It's probably going to be somewhere in that range, right? Maybe.
And in this trade here, it would have to move down 2%, right, when the European markets are already up 3%.
Right.
Okay.
Sure.
So
exactly.
that's you get that.
I was surprised at those trades are always there, but I was surprised that they were still at $91 almost.
Yeah.
And just to put it in perspective, and this is why it makes sense to download the demo and just kind of just be scouring the markets and seeing how they're moving and seeing how everything's priced.
Yeah.
Because within a half hour, those prices weren't there anymore, and you would have had to get in about 42.80 as opposed to get the same risk reward. So there was a lot priced in for that first half hour to 45 minutes of trading that you were exposed if you were putting up the 9 or 10 to 1. But that's why you want to see how they move, right?
Oh, big time. And you know what's so wild about that? So picture this, folks. The market makers love those moves, and I can understand now why they have it, right, Darrell? Do you know what I mean? Because someone else could look at it on the other side and say, "Hey, I'm paying very little money for trying to get this trade." So that's so they're taking in that premium, but their odds are pretty bad. Right. That's the other side of it, And when you look at it, say, wow, that risk versus reward seems like a lot of risk. Well, it's not a lot of risk when you're taking and saying, hey, it's got to move 2% down.
Somebody took the other side of that weekly binary option that we made.
You
right,
got
for
it.
16, and that's a similar.
It is.
It is.
It's the same thing. I know.
It is.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy, Darrell, myself, we're coming right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow up 193, Nasdaq up 62, S&P's up by 24. And hey, guys, you know, this gets interesting. So the binary, okay, that we bought, right?
Yep.
You know, so now when you start with percentages, this is really wild. I could actually get $4 back right now. Here, hold on. Let me make sure I get the right one. 1 second.
You're looking at a spread right now.
Yeah, no. Okay, sorry. Wrong one. 1 second. I pull this up. But I think I got...
Now,
yeah.
Now, be aware that right away, when you're dealing in that low of a level, you're going to be paying 90 cents to execute that trade per contract.
That's good to know, too. That's right. Okay.
When you're dealing with 4, you're really getting 3.
Right. But okay, so let's figure this out. I paid $16.50, right? And then right now it's at 450 by 10.
Yes.
You know? So it's
worth considering. It's worth considering.
My point is that so when you do the percentages on that, it's like, okay, hold it. You know what I mean?
And there's still a real market for that. You know, with the spread of 6, 4 by 10. I mean, that's a real bid and an offer. It's not just an outlier that
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's go over though and see because I have a feeling.
So yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, yeah, I was going to say you'd have to see whether it was worth that taking in that 3 to give up that option for the day.
That's right. That's what we're going to do. Okay,
right.
so
that's right. Perfect. Yeah.
So first we go over into
get your money back and move on.
Okay, so watch this now. The S&Ps, folks. Okay, this is an ABC up. We're going to have the volume. We're going to have the whole ball of wax. So it's going to blow people's minds how far you're going to go. Now, the real question is going to be, how far do you go now? And...
Well, I mean, it just flew up. NASDAQ just flew way up.
Oh, yeah. No, this can be up 3% today. This can blow minds, man. When you flip around a market like we did yesterday,
yeah,
it's, it can catch everyone on the other side. It does all the above. It gets everyone bullish.
Could you look what is the exact binary and where the market is?
Yeah, the binary is closing over 43.82, and right now, hey, this is pretty good. Right now we're at 43.42.
Right, you're within about 40 points, and so that's what I was just that's so the decision you have to make, right, is receiving $3 right now for that option, worth giving up the right to make $100 if it moves up 40 points before the end of the day. That's the question that.
That's right, and that is not, because we could do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Is that going to happen 1 out of 33 times? I mean, that's almost the analysis you have to make if you're going to hold it until expiration. That's what the other side is.
That's pretty cool. So watch So I just brought the 10-minute chart up on the NDX, and. We'll know in a few minutes, man. We're at... No, the reason I'm saying that, folks, this is what's happening. It has tried to bust 43.47 a few times.
Yeah, it's like we're right at that high.
Yeah.
And then 43, 49 is also the dev level at the top.
Yeah.
There.
And what happens is that if you actually bust it with wide price spread, that's a true bust, and it'll really flip people out.
Yeah, it could run pretty quickly if it jumps above this level, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the key, yeah. I mean, what I'm digging. So if we still go right over to Europe again, Europe is holding, man. Spain is up 4.4% right now. The DAX is up 3. The FTSE's up 1.5. The CAT's up 2.8. The average is 3.6. 3%. So, and we're only talking about 10:46 in the morning.
For sure.
How cool is that, right? Now, and if we tie that together, see, bonds are also saying that markets want higher price because the 10-year broke the B point of an ABC down. Let me see if the 30 was going after it. It seemed like it was still a little bit too far away from it, but US 6. Oh, look at it's going after it. Okay. So we have on the 30, you get 30's not going to have the volume. We've done 119,000 contracts. It's going to need like 300,000. 161.20. Oh, we're not at it yet. I see what's going on. Okay, so it's 161.20 on the 30. The 10-year, though, took it apart, man. I mean, took it apart good, too. Yeah, see, the Dow's up 199. This thing's going to rock. If we go back over to gold again, gold hasn't tested that lower price point. And, folks, when you do this, you need it to test it, okay? Because it hasn't told us anything yet. I just
told us, come back down to 1257?
Yeah. You know, because see, all it's done, you know, now that's a high volume spike. So it's like, hold it, man. At 1255, you'd want to see it tested before you walked into it. Because right now, I could make the argument that, okay, you're doing a small ABC down. You see what I'm saying? We came down with 1,200 contracts. We just went up with 2,800. So it's like, okay, you're going to take a leg down and go test the lows that were established yesterday at, you know, the 8 o'clock in the morning, which would be 12:37 again, which it could do. That's, you know, there's no doubt. So that's where patience comes in. Patience on a Friday.
Ready to get to the weekend, man.
Oh, man,
Love
I'm telling you. Hey, it says spring sprung in Dallas?
It has started. Well, we got some crazy winds.
Yeah, we get winds here today, too.
We have 80-mile-per-hour winds at my house.
Oh, we don't have 80-mile-per-hour winds. Holy cow.
We were out in Houston because my daughter was competing in the rodeo out there.
Yeah.
And she did great, by the way. She got
awesome.
5th in youth. It's like the Super Bowl of rodeos. It's like massive.
Okay.
And she got 6th in adult. So against the adults, she got 6th place.
Wow.
And awesome. She did really well. And we get a call, and then also we get these text messages coming in, and from her school, because they do these automated text messages.
Yeah.
And what they do is if there's a tornado or a tornado warning, they bring them in the hallway, and they have these like basically metal, really thick garage door type things that drop down on each end of all the hallways, so that way there's no glass or anything like that.
I see.
And they have a reinforced ceiling. Okay. And so they're like, your children have just been moved into the safety procedure, And 30 minutes later, they're like, okay, everybody's back in class. I was like, wow, that's cool. Because I've seen the doors, but we'd never actually seen them have to use them in several years. So, but they brought them all in, and everything went smooth. And I'm like, man, what happened? And I was looking on the Weather Channel app, and I'm like, man, I'm like, literally, it said like right where my house is, there's 80-mile-per-hour winds. And I have a lady that comes out and just checks her dogs and everything while we're out of town. And I'm like, have you been to my house today? She's like, no, why? And I'm like, I'm not sure if my dogs are there. And I got 2 border collies.
Okay.
Vet calls about an hour later and says 2 people somebody found your dogs, and they brought them to our vet. And which was really cool.
That's awesome.
And but yeah, like our fences were all stripped down, so I spent half the day yesterday like fixing the fence and putting that back up. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. I mean, nothing, you know, lost a few shingles and, you know, fixed the fence, but
you stay right there, folks.
Crazy stuff.
Tommy, Darrell, and myself will be coming right back. And this NQs, folks, it's building cars right at this level to basically jump the creek. We're going to be right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, swim lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 176. Nasdaq's up 59. S&Ps are up 23. And don't forget, folks, no matter where you are in your car right now, particularly on the West Coast, that Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we do live programming, live content from 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. Tuesday, Thursday, 7 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the afternoon. That's Eastern Standard Time. Now, you don't need a car radio to get us, folks. Just go to TFNN.com and hit Tiger TV. You're going to get the audio. You're going to get the video. Let's go to Mark in Concord. Hey, Mark, what's going on?
Not much, Tommy. Happy Friday to you. How are you?
It's a beautiful thing. We're doing good, man. Hey, listen.
Yeah.
What do you think of these spies? It's making it, huh?
Oh, my God.
Isn't that sick?
God. Well, that's why I called. Tom, I am in two triple leverage. I'm in TQQQ and SPXL. So here's the $64,000 question. Yes, I know my professor, Tom O'Brien Sr., says he is a day trading vehicle. You usually don't hold them overnight, although some people do.
Yeah.
My question is, are we going to have this rally extend into next week, or get out of everything and go neutral over the weekend into cash?
I'd go neutral. That's what I'd do. Yeah.
Do you think
this is
run
why?
would be
This is
over?
why. Okay.
Okay.
So, and this is always a little bit different every time how you do this, folks. We're going there, but if this market does what I think it's going to do today, meaning that you get some good acceleration up. Right now we're up. It's creeping up. Now the S&P's up 1.2. Let's say we're up 2%, 2.5%. What will happen is that you'll grab the bulk of it. You can sleep over the weekend, right? Even if the market's down 5 or 10 on Monday morning, great, you buy right back in. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about.
All right.
I wouldn't worry about the market being up 2.5%, and all of a sudden we gap up another 2.5%.
In general, do you think there's more to run on this, or you think we'll see the end of it today?
Oh no, I think it's an ABC up, man. It's going to be a confirmed ABC up. A confirmed ABC up. On the S&P, let's see. Yeah, it's going to do it, man. We've already done 40 million shares. So that means that, you're running up to these highs.
Because I know you were talking about 201.80 something for a high, but I think we've blown past that. So
Yeah,
I
but
guess
that's right. It's an ABC up now, Mark.
Okay.
Yeah, yesterday was the number. It was so crazy, folks. Yesterday was so brutal, but what yesterday did is it pushed into the swing point with volume. Today it's taken that out with volume. So that's an ABC up. It's a confirmed ABC up, man.
Oh, yeah, I know that. I guess my real question, Tom, is how far do you think this thing's going to run?
I think it's going to run. Okay, so the confirmed... If I give you want the SPY? What vehicle?
Yeah. I mean, everything's running in lockstep, basically, more or less. So
the SPY is at 201. The SPY can go to 209 in a heartbeat.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, different subject, Tom. Yesterday, you should have been up here. It was such a nice day.
I heard it was breaking records, right? I think the day before you broke records. I think, right?
Yeah. Yesterday was okay. It was the day before. Yesterday it rained, but day before it was just breathtaking. That was the day you want to be on a boat out in Boston Harbor just sailing.
That's right, man. Totally.
All right, gentlemen. You guys all take care. Tommy, thank you. You drive safe. Have a good weekend, and catch you on the other side.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Darrell, thank you so much, man. Tommy, thank you. Appreciate it. All you tigers and tigresses out there, we appreciate you growling and prowling with us. You stay right there. Darrell, Basil Chapman's coming up. Swim lessons, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. We'll be back this afternoon. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Remember, 8 o'clock in the morning, every morning. Come join us, folks. Go get them.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.